It's heavy.
Yeah, there's nothing in there, probably.
Fiberglass.
Good luck
Pretty
reading
good.
that.
We read it.
I can read. If I can read his writing, I can get it almost
I
anybody.
used to get paddled every day in elementary school for my handwriting.
Well,
What kind of handwriting I got.
Pretty tough elementary.
Yeah,
he got zeros.
I got sent to a certain class to work on my handwriting, and it was pretty good because there was no pace. It was just take your time, stick, come back to class. My handwriting was bad, so then I got paddled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, we ready to call this to order?
I think so. Y'all at least done something.
Yeah. No.
I only got paddled once.
I never got that.
No
Because I was a
comment.
good girl.
Yeah.
I was a good girl.
I had no comment.
I can imagine. And you got two just like you, right?
I got one. It's just
What
like
is
me.
the, is that the littlest one? I know. I think Carter said something about him.
He's a wild man.
He was a wild man. In a good way, though.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Or I
Don't
forget.
you write on that?
Huh?
Don't you write on that? You can sign it.
Boy, my pen didn't want to work. Is this the ones,
The ones,
the
these are,
meeting, the minutes?
no, I emailed them to you.
Oh,
You need to read over these?
no. I read them.
Okay.
That's about all I can get on my phone. But anyway,
You need
I
to
approve.
change it all.
Huh? Okay, I approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Second.
So where do you want to start?
Well, I don't know. Do you have anything first before we get into anything else?
We'll let Jeff and Connor go.
Let them go first, all right? We'll let Jeff and Connor go first.
Well, we do have some good news. We think we found the big leak.
Oh, really?
So he downloaded what the meters make noises. You want to explain better than I do.
Yeah, the new cam strip meters detect noise, and so when you guys read last month, there were a couple areas that it said there was noise that they detected, and one of them was up here on Charlotte, just on the other side of the highway. There were 3 meters that picked up noise. There's a grassy field right there on the west side of the road, and there was water running in it, so we tested it full of chlorine. So if the weather allows, we're gonna fix it.
It's funny because I just drove through there today and I seen water in that ditch, and it's like that looks like there's be a good spot for a water leak.
Where's it? Which property?
You go north on 600.
Just
I'm
past
assuming,
the
right?
apartments.
Yes,
You go
Right.
north
No,
on
it's
600.
it's in between the two highways.
it's on this
Oh,
side of.
on this side,
Right,
looks like
just
I
the
seen
other
water
side of the
across the
apartments.
highway, and I was like,
That
what?
field between.
Well,
Oh,
that
where
was
those
check that.
There's a
that was
phone
another
number
area
on
that
this side.
Yeah,
It
you
did
go
have
across
some-
the highway,
Yeah.
the
Or
ditch
other
on the west side. I seen
Charlotte.
Oh,
water.
no wonder that
coming down
foliage
that
is all
ditch,
grown
so-
up like that.
It's
Well,
between
that was another
Stick
area that's
Yeah.
on the
and
list.
the
So
apartments.
the one right up here is the one we just happened to check first.
So like down like from the apartments down in that area,
Yeah,
there's
as soon
some
as
pretty
you
good
cross
ditches
the-
in there, so you might not see that stuff as big as the
You
ditches.
know,
Well,
just
the
going
fo-
up
I
the
mean,
road.
the foliage is grown up like
Yeah,
crazy.
it's hard, and that may be why it's growing so good down there.
That's
They
exactly.
got watered all year long, so
You know where the speed bump is?
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
right-
Right there.
there's some good ditches right there to hide stuff.
And
So
it's probably a 25, 30 gallon permit. It's going to be the big leak that we've been trying to find for
Yeah.
months.
well, I mean that is good news.
Yeah. So then he told me to drive that way because another meter had some noise on it. Meter's leaking. So I'm encouraged by the reports we're getting finally, and they're actually telling us something, and they're actually doing what they said they'd do. So hopefully we can get that fixed tomorrow, and then certainly find out by the next 24 hours how much it drops it down back to where it used to be.
I've got, and I think it's a meter install issue. Up here at the coffee shop, the last 2 months, their water bill has gone up a
So it
lot.
might be leaking on the backside,
I think it might
on
be.
their side.
And they say they don't have a leak, and they've checked, but their water bill the last 2 months is upwards of $300,
Well,
and they typically don't go over the minimum.
we'll put that on the list for tomorrow, because we're
So,
all coming down here tomorrow to try to.
That might just
Where's the
be-
meter at?
It's just at the edge of the drive in the grass. It's up a little bit from the driveway. So
The
it's
old
not-
coffee place?
Well, it's still there right now.
Yeah,
Up
right.
towards
yeah.
your property?
That's where the old trailers used to be.
But
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
I don't know. It may just need tightened down. May need a good new gasket. I don't know.
See water coming out of the meter pit?
I don't recall noticing anything when we've been driving around.
Well, we'll check it and we'll see if it's got flow on it. If it does, we'll shut it off and see if the flow quits, turn it back on. If it stays on, then they've got a leak between the meter and their
Okay.
coffee shop.
You know, if Wayne across from me, he's always got that water leak. If they ever looked at that one for having that meter having a leak, just
Wayne,
Larry or Lawrence,
Larry Simmons.
they're right across from me.
he keeps it shut off.
I'm
He
just
turns
curious.
it on when he needs it.
Because
turns
where
it
it's
off
at,
when
it's
he
like-
doesn't.
Here's his meter, and then he's got a hole right behind that meter. And I just wondered if anybody ever checked to make sure that meter didn't leak, and he doesn't know that the meter's leaking, and he's looking for a hole. I don't know.
I don't. His got changed. He has
Yeah.
a new one,
Mhm.
so I'm sure they.
How long's it been like that?
I don't know, he's
Couple
had leaks
years.
forever. He's partially disabled, and he goes out there and messes with the stuff himself. And it's
It's
like,
the trailer right
Yeah.
behind us.
yeah, my garage is right here. It's the trailer directly on the other side of this garage.
It
And
looks like it's not lived
Yeah,
in.
Andrew.
yeah, give me a second. I'll give it to you. I'm thinking it's like 16 or something. Looks like 56 West 2nd Street. I know he's got a hole right there behind his meter. I'd be even willing to pay to have that. If it's something that you could get to easy enough, I'd pay to have it. You guys fix it for him.
The dirt?
Yeah, he's got a hole. Yeah, there's a meter, and then he's got a hole right next to the meter. That's why I was wanting to just check the meter before.
We'll just throw some dirt on our truck tomorrow and bring it over.
Well, He hasn't fixed it. So what he does is he just turns the water on,
It
uses it.
needs fixed.
Yeah, he probably needs a splice or something in there. He'll use the water,
And
he'll shut it off. He'll use the
We'll
water.
take care of it.
I just wanted,
If we
just
can,
wanted to
we'll get
see.
over there.
Maybe it's the meter and he doesn't know. I know.
He's disabled, we got to
Yeah.
charge him or you.
Okay.
Like right here's the fire station.
Yep.
This is his garage, this is his trailer.
Okay.
Well, actually, this one on the,
What pictures are everything?
that one right there. There's a drive that goes inside his garage, his shop, and it's right there on the left.
The meter's right next to the
Next to
sidewalk.
The road.
There it is. Okay. I don't know anything about how much money you have left that you're supposed to spend.
67.
67,000. No, we have 25 or 30 meters left.
I've got a list from you guys.
I got one.
What are
I
your
wonder if
wishes?
Sky has.
What's that?
What are your wishes? What do you want? What do you think?
That main line, we always talked about that. The water leak, if you guys think you got a handle on that big water leak, that's the biggest issue.
It is.
and then baseline road, you know.
A quote on baseline.
Yeah, at
road,
least
yeah.
The 67,000 won't cover it, but the quote on baseline road, so we can get that done.
Okay, here is what I got from you guys. And the cost for those 35 meters is just an estimate because you don't really know what you're getting into. That is 33,000. The valves, depending on how many we go with, they're $5,000 to $6,000. Whether it's 6-inch or 8-inch. So, and then 7,500 was what
The one on the highway.
to install those meters.
Okay.
Um,
Well, if 30's going to the meter installations, that leaves us what, like 36?
yeah,
$6,000 a meter.
but there's,
Yeah, it says $1,000 a meter.
That's
Yeah.
simple.
It's gonna be high. It's, some of them need a lot of work, like new setters and whole new services, basically. And we knocked out a
pits, some
handful
of
of those
them
already.
needed pits and.
Yeah.
I
a
think
lot of
that's
them
why
are-
they were left, right? Because they were hard.
And a lot of
They
them
were.
are smaller stuff, like needs a new lid or might just need a new shut off valve. So it may not be that much, but it's hard to say when.
I have an invoice that we already paid for, but I'd like to turn it in to get reimbursed. It's $1,200 and it was for blower motor repair at the sewage plant. And then the 7,500 to install the new antennas. And then I've got some invoices that we've already paid for. Core and Main, it was pieces and parts for repairs of these meters. That's another $2,000.
So what do you think with all that and estimate for the rest of the meter?
Well-
What do you think's left?
I can add it all up.
This hasn't been taken out of the 60, or, yeah,
These we have paid, but
So
I
they've
would
been
like to
taken
turn
out.
in,
Yeah, that's a,
I would like to turn in to get reimbursed.
yeah.
We had upgrades on the leak detector systems, the stuff here. It's another $3,500. And then another, it
I
says
think
it's
they would have included that with the purchase of all these new meters.
a setter and a meter adapter, and that's another 2,000. So, I mean, that's gonna add up pretty quick.
May not be a lot left for,
I would say with these and the,
do you have an idea about how much all that is? In around this? Oh, never mind. It's enough.
I can add it. real
No,
quick,
that's okay.
But I would say with that and then the 33 to finish off the meters, that's probably the
gonna be close.
majority of it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be real close to being
So
spent.
we are down to 30 meters, the hard ones.
Right,
And you'll have all brand new meters.
right.
I do think the leak detection, I've now become a believer in it. Actually, I mean, it took us, we drove down here and he said, turn the corner and stop here, and we got out and we found it.
If,
I don't know if it's always gonna be that
Yeah.
easy, but I was really surprised.
What's the range on that between, like, say you're out on the highway in between meters? What's the range that'll pick up?
I think that's a little bit of a problem.
Because like say you're rural and you're 1,000 feet between house to house, it won't,
I don't think that's gonna.
won't work.
No.
okay, well,
And there used to
not
be a
that this
house
is gonna
there.
tell
That
you
would have been,
anything, but I can load the equipment on the back,
Mhm.
out here in the back drive. And before I get to the railroad track, leave here, not this track,
Yeah.
the one. I usually, in the last 2 months, I've had between 40 and 45 meters. Ping, 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 ping.
No, I mean, that's amazing for that. Yeah.
I mean,
It would, I mean, once it's all done, I think you're gonna be really happy with it.
and
And,
I
309
read this month,
time?
309 and right at 2 hours,
Wow.
it used to take you 2 days, 3
Yeah.
days,
9
9
hours.
hours, 9 hours.
Now, it still takes to pump out the ones that are full of water and to manually read, and it still takes another 3.5,
Do-
4 hours.
Do you know when you check Larry's, is his full of water?
I don't have to check it.
Oh, it
It
no.
pings while I'm out here,
Well,
so.
never mind. I was just curious.
The other nice thing is, because you're doing this now, you're not gonna be reading manually.
Yeah.
They have taken pictures and put them on the utility. Because, you know, over time, 10 years, things will change, so I'll put a bush beside it. So,
I will say though, that I have found one house, whose utility is not even close to being the right spot.
Probably one that
And-
someone didn't move.
They're not updated with names.
the field guys.
I-
We will
whoever-
put them in.
Yeah, whoever's putting me in
I
this
don't-
utility,
I don't
they're
know
not
if they have
updated.
access to the name.
Well, the name's not gonna, I don't even know why the names are in there, to be honest, but if someone moves out of the house, and someone else moves in, that name's not gonna be
You
in
remember that
unless
house that used to
we
sit on
know
that
about it.
property?
Yeah,
An
the
old
one
house.
that Grace put in,
Roaches lived in it for a while.
it's
The Roach kids.
50
An old
yards off.
clapboard house right there, right across from,
When you find those, you need
Like
to
his
jot them
face,
down,
big
send it to
farmer.
us so we can go out and field and change it.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
tell you
remember
exactly
that house?
that.
So,
We'll normally
Yeah.
move them before the ones.
do
that
you,
we're
you
working
don't
I
remember?
remember, yeah,
on. When they get imported into.
I
still
I
thought
didn't
they
leave
should
these in.
Yeah, the GIS that gets imported into.
I wonder
facilities
if that's
just gonna put it
somehow,
probably whatever the center of the property is, to be honest,
I don't know.
maybe. And so
You know what
we
it's
have to
talking
go
about?
move it
No.
over there.
right there on 600,
Okay, 600.
right
Turtles
on
right
that
here.
corner.
you got Turtle.
And right across the
As
street.
soon as you kind of climb up,
You
check
don't
on the
remember
left.
that, do you?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
There was a house there,
Right here?
where the leak is. Roaches live
Oh,
there, the Roach girls.
No, if you went out on 600,
you're talking about out there on 600, climbing that hill right there by Turtles,
That's
No, it's
not
right
where
there on the
we're at.
corner, it was right there on the corner.
by Blanton's.
There's no house where we're at.
Well,
There
there's
used to
still a
be-
There's a
foundation.
field there that, there's a manhole in there right beside it.
I don't remember there being a house
Right there
there.
where Rebel Blanton?
Across the road from Rona.
Hold that.
Is that where the
Yeah,
leak
there's
is?
Oh, no, it's this
No,
side
the
road.
leak is at the speedboat.
Yeah, there-
Oh, okay.
Between the apartments and that.
It's on
But I
Gary's-
wondered about that.
it's on
That's
Gary's
been there, I
ditch.
mean, there was a house there for years.
Across from. It's on Blanton side.
Oh, okay.
On
The
Sawmill, like where
Sawmill
Sawmill
side.
property is.
Yeah.
It's on the Sawmill property.
Okay.
See, we was in the wrong place.
I was in the way around.
But there was a house there on that
yards in the
corner.
wrong
I
place.
Yeah.
don't know.
And I
No,
wonder
I
if
said, I
there's still
thought I seen
something
on,
there.
on 600,
That's
because
what
there's
I was
water
talking
coming out, yeah.
I
And
didn't-
Because he said there's still a
he heard
foundation.
something there too, and that's
Right
also
across
something I'm
from
gonna check
Terrell.
out.
The Roach
Because
girls
on
lived there. The
600
Roach
on the
girls
west
that was
side
married
also.
to,
Say, when I went out that way, I
Gate.
seen water
Gate.
coming down there.
I know what you're talking about. It's on up a little bit. It's not right on the highway. It's just up.
yeah, but he says there's still a
9 yards.
foundation. I don't know if anything's ever, I don't suppose anything's.
I'm
Grass
just
in
saying-
that field's 2 feet. We had,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we had to pull apart, and there was a big old stream of it. So we went and got the test kit, tested it.
Well, wasn't there a problem
And you
with
know
them?
what, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, when we were reading that meter, it was always wet.
Which one?
Yes.
Which meter?
There's
It's
no
not-
water.
It's,
Other side of the ditch is where.
Is
Wasn't
that
there an
a-
issue with that ditch
a
to
main
begin
line
with at
that's
one point in
leaking?
time?
I don't
they would
know.
probably have to have a
Something
boiler
about-
for.
It depends if we
I
can
was
dig it
thinking
up
they
and
had
clamp it.
Cattle or something at one
Under
point in
pressure.
time.
There was, I
Pressure, you
thought.
don't have to have it.
Okay.
Used to be.
If we
But
had
you
to
gotta cut it. and-
It's got a hole blowed out of it. We
Okay.
cut the piece out.
And wasn't there an issue with that ditch about the cattle drinking out of it or something? When there was some issue a while back about that?
It shouldn't be bad.
There was enough water for the cattle to drink
well,
out of.
there's not been cattle there for years.
Yeah, it's been years.
That's how long the leak's been there.
Well, true.
Well, we were back at, when we fixed the other 2-inch leak that was so bad, we got back down to 65, 70,000 gallons a day for a while, and then boom, shot back up to 140. And then we fixed, I don't know what leak we fixed recently that got it back down to 105, 110, but we've been, 115 has been about the average. I mean, we get the reading every morning, so we're looking at them. The reason we like to have
Stuff at the
valves,
school now, I mean, it's gonna be more.
the reason we like to have valves is we've come up with this other way of checking what sections are leaking by just shutting valves off with pressure gauges on your, like your yard hydrant or something, or your spigot. And
Can't even fix
places
the
that have
hydrant.
leaks, it just goes down to 0, just boom.
We got
Places
anything
that
we
don't,
need to
it's
fix
the
that.
pressure.
Holds pressure.
Even if somebody flushes the toilet or something,
Yeah,
it's not gonna take, it's gonna take a big, 2 people turned on their faucets wide open, you might lose pressure, but a leak will lose pressure just like that, especially one like that. So, looking at your maps, recently, we're like, where the hell are we gonna put these valves? Cause it's, you know, you're just crisscrossing all your lines and there's just not very many valves. Places like Baseline Road, I did a soft cost, $250,000 if you do the whole 2.2 miles. You just want to do, you know,
Is it an area where the majority of the houses are that you could do the area that encompasses majority of the houses?
you could go from 375 because that's where your 6-inch main comes up to, and go down to 250, and you know that catches quite a few houses. And then you could just go on past that, and then that might give you enough water and pressure for the people.
If it's good to that
Yeah.
point, that will carry on.
And that's using 4-inch pipe.
You know, I'm
Use
gonna be
3-inch pipe.
perfectly honest, and I don't really understand, but they're from the highway to 250. That's the only ones that have ever complained,
It's because they're kind of on the top,
and
which there's not a big hill, but they are on the top.
and
Yeah.
there's only 2
It's
that
'cause-
complain.
Yeah.
So,
But the day the lady left the garden spigot on, which
Yeah.
is right in that area,
right,
and it thawed out,
right,
everybody complained.
Yeah.
So it took one wide open yard spigot to
affect
affect
everybody,
everybody.
right,
And the other thing is, there's people, and I don't know how much you care about growth. We don't care. I mean, we don't care one way or the
Yeah,
other. But if you want growth to help pay the bills, you know, that whole area is wanting to grow. There's 7 people down. What is it,
37.
57 on
Yeah.
what's
And we
the-
talked about that last meeting, and we was worried that the water volume now wouldn't be enough to add anybody to it.
You could add there because you got you're coming. We could come off the 6 and go down 57 and then get to them instead of going down 250 to get to them off the 2. Because I wouldn't suggest you do that. Obviously, you would ask those people to pay for every bit of that.
Yeah, that would be another thing, what the cost would be, and then we'd have to pass it on to them, see if they want, if it's worth it to them to do it.
And if it's $8,000 or $10,000 a house,
Mhm.
then probably it's, you know, I don't know what it costs to put a well in nowadays,
Yeah.
but to
well,
have city water, that don't sound cheap to me, but you know,
Yeah,
some
in
people
long
be
term,
glad to
in
pay
long
that.
term, it would be probably cheap.
I mean, they're paying 18 to 20,000 to have sewer, you know, just for a septic now, but so we're going to give them the price or give you the price.
how about you do both?
That's
Yeah.
a really good idea. Yeah,
And I'll send it to them,
yeah.
I
I
can
think we
send
should
it
give
to
it
the
to
guy
you,
who asked.
and you guys send it to them. That
Um,
way, it's coming from
Yeah.
the town, not us.
There's only one person that came in here, and he was speaking for others.
And that's
So-
another thing we need to guarantee that the rest of them would go along with it.
No,
you
the
know.
one guy wouldn't want to pay the bill if,
You'd have to require some sort of deposit from them.
Yeah.
Oh, most
It's-
definitely.
yeah.
And we do, I mean, there is a deposit required, but I think it's a percentage.
I'm excited about what we found today. I don't get very excited about finding a water leak very often. That's a big water leak.
We're
That's been
excited.
going on for
Often,
months.
often.
especially with the increase in the Linton water rates, now we're just
Yes.
throwing more money away.
So we were pretty excited about finding it. Because I mean, we've come down here and drove and got out and walked.
How did you find it?
The meters,
Right here, give this guy the credit. He got on the computer, he pulled up the report, he goes, I got
He
10,
sees-
or I don't know, he's got this paper out there, and I got 10 or 12 places that's telling me if these meters are really communicating like they're supposed to, we need to go right here and look. I turned right down there and we got out of the truck and there it was. I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. So, and then we drove
Maybe
to
we
the other
can
one.
train each other.
Huh?
Maybe he and I can train each other.
Yeah, I don't know if
And-
it'll all be that easy, but hopefully they
Well,
are.
and the
Well, that
guys
was-
from Camp
yeah,
Struck,
that's
they'll come
good.
down here anytime I ask them to.
Yeah.
It's just, if everything is not working properly, it's not really worth me asking them to come, because
Well, we understand how it's supposed to work now. I'm not sure
I don't
the
know.
other person, I don't know what his head was at. But you know, I mean, how can it be that easy? Yeah, we're just damn lucky. For that damn lucky, I'm stopping where we
Today
Mottos.
you're just lucky.
I'll see.
Fine.
You're gonna check that one on 600 too?
Yeah, I'll check that one too. There was minimal noise on like 5 straight meters on 600. I thought maybe it was just picking up the one that we found, but we'll definitely check that out. Especially if it snows, you'll be able to tell right away. If it
Yeah.
snows.
Well,
We're actually having fun finding water leaks. Because we took one company we worked for that was buying 550,000 to 600,000 gallons a day down there in the 200s. And it's kind of fun when you find it. It's like,
well, it's exciting.
it is. It's kind of weird that it is, but
Well, you wouldn't
maybe
have
when
think
you get
it.
old,
I mean, you
it
know,
don't take much to
Yeah.
excite you.
that's,
I don't-
nobody's
And
been
not to
on
give
that
you a hard
property
time,
for
but I think
how long?
Walton's meter out of town, his hole still needs fixed. And they were talking about that like 2 months ago, fixing where they dug up a leak in front of his house. There's still a huge pile of,
You put
Crap.
a secondary meter in there.
They're on 600.
We thought it was like, it's been a while.
This
Where's
is,
the new house?
this is the highway in 67,
We thought,
600.
Is he the principal?
yes.
Oh, then we paid Bryce to go fix those? Or is that all
I have
made
to
here?
check the one.
There was a message that they were gonna come right out the next week and do it, and they,
It still hasn't been done yet.
no, it's the pile of junk still there.
But this
Let's
property
get the
here
principal satisfied, for God's sakes.
We don't care about
That's the
them.
is where they said that
Care about the water
they
customer, not
think
the principal.
there's water coming down the creek, down the ditch. But
That's
there's,
right.
there's a
It pays my
right here,
wages.
Well,
Not really,
foundation.
yeah,
but
Where
he
it
did
used to
make,
be a
he did
house.
give us all
So I
money
don't
for
know
the,
if there was something still there.
it took our holiday pay away, but he gave us money.
Right here, there's a foundation.
If you've been there
We don't know if there's
from
something there.
2024 to
That's
2025,
Hillcrest right here goes downhill to the
I mean,
highway.
if you were there before that,
So
you
you're
got
running
1,000.
this-
Well, where we thought he was having a leak,
You didn't get paid for your
Yeah.
holiday.
it was just gushing out of there. And then 2 days later,
that
there was nothing
microphone's
going on.
on, by the way.
So I don't know if it's some kind of wet
Oh, I
weather
don't care.
spring or what.
Is he the one?
I don't
that's 12
care.
there's
minutes
like
free?
there's 2 meters there at hit, there's 2,
Meter bits?
yeah, and I can tell, there's 2 sitting there right there by the road, so I don't know what the deal with that is. But there's 2 of them sitting like almost side by side, within a couple feet of each other.
Yeah, they put a temporary one in to check something and never did.
They didn't take it out or whatever they do with it, it's still there.
Okay.
I just drive past every day
Last
and I
spring.
noticed it.
Yeah, I've never been. I know I wasn't there in the follow-up of it. We just, once they decided there wasn't no leak, then, you know, chase stuff all over.
Well, maybe they can look at that tomorrow,
We'll look at all of it.
because they're gonna
But
be
it-
down the road.
Probably gonna be 2 to 4.
You never
inches of
know.
snow.
Well,
It looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
But I've talked to him on the phone. He's very nice about it.
Yeah.
He wasn't being a jerk. I was trying to, wasn't that one of the ones he's supposed to come and repair?
yeah, but
It's been a while back though. It was,
Yeah, it's been a couple months, I just know there was a message about it.
I think we've fixed them since then.
I don't know if he's been here
Okay.
Well, when's the last time you were down there?
Today, I'm
Today?
past there every day. so.
Oh, and it still looks bad.
I said, there's still 2 meters there too, so I don't know, one was temporary, there's still 2 meters there, and there's still a big pile of
First
stuff.
I've heard
On
that.
each side of the drive.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Right on his driveway, a
Since
pile of junk, then 2 meters.
You put in the
Why am I
second,
asking you?
you put in the second meter for a reason. You were monitoring something. I don't.
First I've heard of it.
I'm just
I'll
saying,
find out for
I'm-
sure tomorrow.
I'm
Won't be
just
here.
saying what you told me.
We'll check it out.
I just don't remember all of the somethings.
Good standard answer. We'll check it
It
out.
was, you were monitoring something. But that was back in the spring.
I don't think monitoring the chlorine. But you get down in there. That has a lot of water
And
coming out.
I really think Grant, maybe.
We'll have an answer for sure tomorrow.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on Basin Line Road? What do you think you should do there?
The
You do
cheapest,
the whole 10,000 feet.
the cheapest solution, obviously. And whatever you think would get, if it doesn't need the whole line, but would then have volume past where you put the new line in. So the rest of the customers still get good volume.
what do you think about this? What do you think about if this leak is the leak?
And it builds up enough pressure that,
No, that's not. So, and you know, we're
Yeah.
obviously heading right into winter time, so, why don't we see what, if we can get it down to using 70 like we should be, 1,000 gallons per day. What did I figure out the other day? Their daily usage was. Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be, back a year ago.
Would it be
was in
cheaper to
70s
fix the
and
one in
80s.
front
No.
of Jared's house first
How
though?
much are they selling daily?
That one's
Oh.
never been, you said
Was
that
it like
had to be done.
60,000?
Yeah.
It's 59, I think, is what
Yeah.
you showed me.
So you're selling 60,000 gallons a day on average.
Yeah.
If you're buying 70, that's really low percentage of water loss.
Yeah. What
So
did you say?
then you're making money.
Yeah.
And so if we, you know, if we wait till springtime, and we actually get this back down to where you're making money and not losing money, and maybe we start budgeting for it, and maybe you put in a couple thousand feet at a time when you can afford to. Maybe we take and make a budget for you where you're putting some money into capital
This was the one.
out of
I got
your
today.
revenues
Mhm.
and let it build and say, okay, we've got $40,000 in there, go out there and put it
Do
in.
what you can do with that.
We've purchased a
That's
tiller
what-
for,
that's
I
what
mean,
I
a
mean.
trencher for our Bobcat. So some of that out there, we should be able to just throw it in the ground.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get above 4 inches pipe, we can just push it together and just throw it in the ground.
Do 1,000 feet
Oh, you can
and
be
then do 1,000,
absolutely-
let come back and do another 1,000.
Yeah, with the road crossings and stuff, you know, we'll have to
Your
slow
board.
down for a minute, but that don't mean you can't just keep going until you get a bunch of it in.
That's
The
what
hard
needed to
part
be
is
closer to
transferring
that.
the services over to the new
22,
line.
Yeah.
Which is not, you know, we
Do you
think we can do
need to
3 or
see
4 a
what
day.
my billing was?
That's
Oh,
one
yeah.
every 2 or 3
Yeah.
hours,
I just did billing.
you know, and
Oh, sure.
a day costs you about $3,000 with 3 or 4 main crews, so I think we can beat I gave you the high price.
Yeah.
The other thing you do is bid it out in case anybody else wants to bid on it, so you get the best price.
And this is the sheet you needed, right?
What did you say you thought, per minute, the gallon per minute was?
And it looks like it's every bit 25 gallons. That's
That's-
about 40,000 gallons.
Yeah, that's
a day.
1,500,
That puts
that's
us down-
1,500 an hour.
That puts you down to
Yeah.
about
So,
Yeah.
75,
that's
80,000
sold.
buying. I hope it's worse than that. It's
Yeah.
so it's the best one I've seen in a while.
That's worse, whatever you want.
Worst
Yeah.
one I've seen.
Somewhere around.
We don't like the best one.
I mean, it's been running long
So-
enough. It's cut a
You're
little
really selling.
channel in the
You're really
ground.
selling.
Yeah.
But it's been running.
I said that ditch is so grown up that
Yeah,
it's
you
hard to
can't
notice
tell.
if something's down there or not. And then it's a pretty good sized ditch where it takes the water away probably pretty quickly, so,
When you're standing on the culvert,
yeah.
These two
You don't even
sheets
see
are
what
what
Yeah.
you need every month.
you walk 20 feet up the
Yeah, it'd be
culvert.
helpful.
I'm like, shut my truck off.
Yeah,
And I was like, do you hear that? And he comes over and goes, I can hear that. So we just throw the rubber boots on and start. I was like, wow. So we went, when he took a sample of it, it just turned bright pink. So it's
Chlorine?
definitely city water.
I mean, it's good, it's found.
It's good. It's good, but it's good. It wasn't, you know,
Yeah.
it'd been nice to find it sunny.
Well, hopefully I said that these meters help out, they actually do help out. You know,
That's
with-
what they were bought for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the future, other leaks,
Especially in a town like this, when one
Yeah.
long meter can all hear something, and like that did, 3 meters to pick something up.
Well, and
So
that
you want a hard
property's not had
quote,
anybody
too.
on it for I don't know how long. I mean,
What's
Yes.
that?
You want a hard quote too on fixing.
The main, yeah, main out there. I was hoping originally that we'd had enough money over that you guys could take care of that, but doesn't sound like that's gonna happen.
I still think we are. We're not gonna do, we got this page of I stuff there's a cap missing here and a downspout
Yeah.
there. We're gonna do all that. We downloaded all that today. We're gonna do all that just in our normal, what you're paying us
Okay.
for to do. I mean, this don't need equipment. It's a
Yeah.
shovel. And we're gonna spend a day picking those off. Since we got the new flow meter, the UV unit, repairs we've done to wastewater plant, you're averaging about 17,000 gallons per day. We used to say it was 30, 35, and that was your capacity. So you got room to grow.
Yeah.
And all this new equipment that we put on out there is telling us, you know, that it's brand new flow meter. The flow meter you had was the original flow meter. It's reading high. So, you know, there is room for growth.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you get close enough to town, people can put in like Z1 collection systems that are a lot cheaper to install than gravity. And, you know, maybe you can get some growth, get some growth growing in.
Gonna have some
town.
down here, yeah, so.
Train keeps, man, there's a lot going on down there. People are gonna need a place to live.
What are they doing down there? What's the,
There's 3 new buildings going up. One's a chip manufacturing. It's not as big as the original one was, but it's research and manufacturing. And the other one's a big office building, right? That called Toast or something. And enhanced, not enhanced. That is enhanced. They're starting production on chips too.
is Eastern
They're
Heights
small.
doing the water for them? Eastern
Excuse me?
Heights, is Eastern Heights?
Yeah.
There was a big deal about where they was getting water from, I think originally.
Across the highway, they've got a foundation going on another place. Talking about building a new 250,000 gallon per day wastewater treatment plant. Love's is supposed to go on southwest
I hadn't heard that.
corner.
That's pretty good.
And then, you know, up towards Bloomfield is, somebody bought 1,600 acres to build a missile factory.
You know,
Artillery, missiles.
I haven't heard much more, you know, I don't know where that's at.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people signed up.
I know there was a lot of land available right there, just north of 69 on the west side or east side of 231. There was thousands of acres of land that was for sale there, but somebody really wanted a lot of money for it, but maybe they knew something that the rest of us didn't know, that the land would be worth that.
So let me lighten the mood a little bit. So I'm gonna tell on myself, but I told you a story the other day. I don't know if you was with me or not. They talking about this chip factory coming in. I'm like they need all these thousands of gallons of water. I'm like, who the hell's going to make potato chips down there at Crane Gate? I thought they was talking about potato chips.
That is funny.
Yeah. And then somebody said it's microchips, Jeff. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good though. It brings a lot of good jobs probably to the area. All that
Yeah.
stuff will. Like I said, houses, people need houses. Maybe someone won't buy my house. Let's move.
We ain't that lucky.
Oh, I'd say if somebody had a piece of property and they developed it and had starter homes in the $250,000 range to $350,000,
Oh, yeah.
they'd probably sell every one of them. I mean, it's not that far a drive.
No. We have a house here in town that sold for like that for a guy that works over there in Switz City. So twice, yeah, twice. And
In
The
less
second one's
than a
higher.
year.
yeah, a lot of money for our area, but it sold twice in a year.
So the one place is going to be another convenience store.
Yes,
Anything else in it besides convenience?
liquor
Yeah.
store,
A what?
a liquor
Oh,
store.
I didn't. What about
It's
the other one? It's going to be the coffee shop.
coffee shop, pizza place, and
Something.
unknown what's going in the middle.
So you
It's-
actually can get
it's-
something to eat. if you want something to eat.
I think the convenience store is going to have food too.
We'll see.
Go get it.
And then what's gonna go in where the coffee shop is and what's gonna go in where the pizza place is.
What was the old bar?
Doodle Inn.
Oodle Inn.
That's-
the rebirth of the Oodle Inn.
That's where those three
Just
are.
don't wear your Jeff Gordon hat down there, right? What else?
Did you ever give us a price for the fixing the one along the highway there in front of, that's been patched and patched and patched?
No, we just were talking about giving you a hard quote for that. So I think Grant's got it. I don't have it with me. But if you got money left, that thing should.
That needs to be fixed first. If there's anything left.
I think so.
It's got,
Yeah, cause it's gonna be.
Otherwise, you're just gonna spend the same amount of money fixing it 4 or 5.
Yeah. That's what we thought. When you were here
depends on
last
if it
time, we
happens
talked
on
about that,
Christmas Eve
doing
again.
that.
Right?
And it always does it on the weekend or holiday, doesn't it?
Well, it was the Sunday before Christmas
Christmas last
because
year.
it was my family dinner at my house. And my brother came in and said, why is there so much water up there on the road?
Thanksgiving morning, somebody sent me a picture. Water running across the road and all iced over. B&B water.
Okay.
While they are here, does anybody have questions about their contract?
We answered a lot of the stuff, you know, about baseline road and the water leaks. You know, that's, you know, there's a lot of the stuff that we were talking about.
I don't think it didn't change at all, did it? Well, I meant our part of what we do.
No, the contract, no.
Unless there's something more you want us to be doing or less you want us to be doing. I don't know what that'd be.
Water leaks always been a big deal. So hopefully that, what you guys found,
Water
'cause
leaks are a big deal.
just because the amount of money, especially with the rate increase, makes it even a bigger deal.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, so. And I got some, it has nothing to do with you guys, just about the rates and stuff. It has nothing to do with you guys though. Just over minimum and stuff. Anyway, but that's just in-house stuff. It has nothing to do with them, so.
I want to make a motion to approve it.
Up to you guys. What do you think?
Don't look at me. No, I guess I'll make a motion to approve the contract for water.
What do you think? I'll second it.
Hey, certainly if there's things you're unhappy about, don't be afraid to tell us.
Oh,
Because we can't fix things.
oh, yeah.
We can't help, you know, if we don't know what you're
Nobody else
unhappy
has,
about.
it's you
Oh,
and
You
him
gotta
and
tell
him.
us. I mean, we work for you. I mean, we definitely.
I said the water leaks, you know, other than that, I mean, of course, getting the meters in, you know, so it all works good, but we know the stuff that was left for the end are the ones that are paying. So yeah, we know that too. And then I think you guys had to wait for setters and stuff like that. You guys, and they had all those leaks, so you guys had to get parts for that too, for all the leaks, the ones that leak, so.
Well, we like working here. I mean, and we're
Well,
not
it
gonna
gives you a
sign this and drive
challenge.
off. We're coming, we want your water loss to be 10%.
Mhm.
At, you know, it's
It'd
not
be
hard
nice
to do
because-
anywhere you go, but
Do you want a copy of this tonight? Can I scan it and send it
we'll
to
be
you
back tomorrow.
Well, I have another copy on me. You just wanna sign this one too and
Oh,
go that one.
Depending on whether if anybody will be.
Oh, we hope to be. There you go. You know, the other thing, there's a couple of fire hydrants that need addressed. As we move forward, I'm gonna have to work with her, just, we don't wanna outspend money.
Yeah, you need some like good hard costs, maybe, you know, what they're gonna be, so you know what we have, what we don't have.
These that we talked about earlier,
Yeah.
you want me to, is it okay to submit all those?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
see what's left from there?
because when you know what's gonna be left by the time everything is
Do you
paid.
need a motion for that?
Yeah, probably.
I make a motion to pay the outstanding bills. Get
We're gonna
reimbursed.
try to get the most bang
Second it.
for us. That seems to
That's-
be the most important things that you guys want.
That's
For sure.
a good idea.
Obviously, meter getting in,
Mhm.
you know, the valves and stuff like that, those are also things we can do out of a capital account over time. We've had 2 big leaks since I've been here. One was the one out, what road was that on?
On the west.
Yeah. It just came apart and ran for who knows how long time. You know, we looked all over town for it, couldn't find it. I don't remember who found it.
The property owner.
Yeah. Fixed it, boom, right back down. And then we were good for, I don't know how long, and then it went back up. And, the school had a pretty good leak on it, that got us back down to about 110, 115.
Down to 100 after that. Now it's actually 120.
But now I think put more pressure on that.
Make something
leak.
else blow loose.
Probably made it worse, so.
Fix that, find another big one.
Probably, yeah, fix that.
The-
Spring leak
the
somewhere
truth is, that's a pressure release valve right now.
Mhm.
And so, and don't forget how close it is to this.
Oh,
line
yeah.
out there on the road.
Fix that and that dang main out there break.
I won't be surprised at all, especially now it's cold and time for Christmas Eve. New
Find
Year's.
some real wood.
Do you guys have any idea? I think there's about 10 or 15 antennas out there, more than meters. That sound about right?
I don't have any idea.
Because we have a few that really need the bigger antenna. I have a list of names. I don't have addresses for you, but I will get you those.
Because most of the names on, all right,
They were right at one point. I'm sure a lot of them were right.
But
you think they don't have the,
they don't have, I don't think they have the big antennas. Some of them are on the highway, which we all know how difficult it is to get those.
we want all those to read
Um,
from the car. We
and,
want all of them to read from
and there are
the
some
truck.
here in town that, for whatever reason, they didn't get changed. There's one street that's got 4 houses on it, and they did 3 of them and didn't do the,
But you know,
fourth
we've
one.
thrown a lot of people at it. So,
Yeah.
you know,
So-
instead of one person doing it all.
Right.
It took forever, so we've thrown a lot of people at it, so that's probably it.
yeah,
We,
so,
we should be able to clear it.
Um,
For that, then ought to be able to be fixed in an hour. So,
and I think a couple of them are just full of waters probably, and maybe they didn't have a pump with them, I don't know. But some of them are just, they're full of water and we have to pump them out to read them.
okay. Don't be afraid to keep sending us a list.
Occasionally you get lucky, and when you take the lid off, it causes enough of a vibration to,
You know when they read.
Oh, yeah. It dings on their tablet.
kind of goes.
Yeah.
Where you want me to put my coffee?
Just on the
There
counter,
you go.
fine.
Fine.
Wherever you want to sit it.
Okay, another thing, do we need another meeting before the end of the year? To
Yes,
sign the last claims?
yes.
I guess we need to decide on a time.
Now we know what the days,
What
how the
days?
days fall.
Hang on.
You good? Are we good to go?
Yeah, be careful.
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, thank
Safe
you.
trip
You guys have a
home.
good night.
You guys have a good Christmas.
You
Be careful
too.
going back up our way.
I'll talk to you before then.
I'm
I hope so.
It'll have to be, last year was the
You
30th.
can't do it on your,
Um,
on your days.
Monday's the
That bullshit.
29th, Tuesday's the 30th, and Wednesday's the 31st.
I say Monday the 29th, if no one else.
Does that go with any of your, bother with any one of your schedules with the ball teams or anything?
No, it ain't gonna know.
Okay,
Should be over Christmas vacation, but
The 29th should be.
yeah, it should be.
this is.
We
the
get
day
out
we
the
need
19th.
To be gone. Well,
So
I'm going,
that's
I'm
a-
going this night.
At
So they
6:30.
hold them.
Yeah,
This night's no good, but like half a day work on this day.
Yeah, just send that to them.
6:30, okay with you guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. These are the claims.
I just got this.
Sue already, if you want to look anything over, more than what's attached there.
A lot of papers.
There are a lot. But it's just the regular monthly stuff, pretty much.
Pretty much just on that.
Everything, yeah, these two sheets right behind this one,
Mhm.
it's got them broken down. So everything's
Like
listed.
this.
It looks like a whole lot to look at when you get that folder, but they're all right there. These,
Mhm.
I haven't printed yet. So, I mean, they're in there just waiting on me to print them. Tuesday, I had issues doing the bills.
Do we know how much, I mean,
Wednesday, I had issues printing checks. I
Oh.
had to call Keystone. They had to do some behind the scenes stuff. Thought they got it fixed. I got to print one check and then had a problem again. So I was on hold with them all day today.
That's always fun.
But there's still several. It's down to payroll. Me, Brian, and Carla didn't get paid today. I ran out of time to print checks.
That's a
I'll eat
problem.
tomorrow, so.
So, I'll,
is this supposed to be on there?
yes. Yes.
We buy Fargo?
Comes out of
The
public safety.
public safety fund.
Oh, did not realize that.
Yes, yeah, we have a public safety fund and we use it for fire department stuff sometimes.
I
Is there a
was,
fire meeting tonight?
No, we postponed it till next week. So we'll do which you guys are invited Sunday night, Christmas dinner, 6:30 at the fire station. We'll have our voting for
You
our
got
officers
any
that night,
clue
and then the board
where
will
we
approve
stand
it.
with this Bank of New
Monday.
York?
No. I gotta find that out, but no. I think we're
That's
gonna
been
pay,
several
I
years.
think we're gonna pay them a monthly payment for several years.
I'm trying to think how long it's been. Long time.
What's that?
That Bank of New York, when we went to Indy and done all that, it's been 10 years?
Isn't there several bonds, or there's two different bonds, or two different?
We've got two different accounts with them.
Yeah.
I
Bank
thought they
of America?
condensed them together. They didn't?
Sue, how long have I been here?
Oh, I was thinking they did, but maybe they didn't. I've slept since then.
Well, they may have some, but we're down to two, so.
And that would have been us with the next one. Would have been
Or the
the
last
second one.
That would have
The
been.
first one would have been,
18, 19. So it's not that long ago. No, in all honesty.
I'm trying to think what the other one would be.
The new water tower,
Oh,
and then before that was probably the sewer plant and the whatever the lines were and stuff. Did they do all that with Charlie? Whenever they did the
honey, I
sewer
don't know.
plant?
I wasn't here when Charlie was here.
No, when Charlie Ratty Bush did the town sewer lines and stuff, when all that was put in,
Oh,
I think that was all done when they got the new sewer plant.
I make a motion to approve the claims. For some reason, I thought they had taken that old one over and had put it with this other one. I didn't know we still had two.
We still have to. But it sounds like.
How long do those run for? Another tick, don't know.
Because that would have made more sense, I would think.
It'd be nice, I mean, if you can. The way if we ever had to do something with borrowing money for like baseline or some other project, want to keep adding on a bunch of.
We should have asked Jeff if there was anything coming up with grants or anything, if he knew anything. Probably not. That's pretty good, it's thorough.
you want me to just type this up and
They looked it over and they didn't seem to have a problem with it.
put
Yeah.
something together?
Yeah.
Hey, there's some on the back too, did you realize that?
One is just like a notice you put in the paper if you want to, but they can just come over here if they want to, drop off a resume or pick up an application. No qualifications on that, just if you want to come apply, position's open during business hours, just come over and drop something off to you.
No qualifications?
No, just on the people in the that part goes in the paper. Just, nothing on it. They can come over and the qualifications are on there on that other piece.
On the application.
Yeah, on the
there would be
application.
qualifications.
It's on there,
Okay.
but
Um,
you may get nobody.
I haven't read this over, but
Maybe somebody.
after I read it over, can I put you?
You sure can.
I mean, I'll
No.
have you look at it. I
No,
won't,
you definitely can.
but,
I had the same thing. I had them look at it. If there's anything needs added, taken off, you may want to put a statement about equal opportunity employer on there somewhere.
We
Just,
know who we don't want.
well, I did put on there, you must be able to pass the drug screening. So that gets rid of that completely. So,
not always.
well, no, I mean, we want a hair sample. So we're not going urine, we're going hair sample.
You forget the line of work I came from.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I never could get that on my phone that you tried to send me about the O contract.
Well, I printed a copy of it.
Do you know what the percentage was of how much it went up into 26? You just should tell me. I don't have to
Well-
read the contract. Me trying to read it on my
Off
phone
the
was.
top of my head, no.
It doesn't say, it's 3% a year, or if inflation's,
No, I meant from 25 to 26.
I know it's not on there. No, it's not on there. It doesn't say. I was gonna ask that what the difference was from this year, but no, hopefully it's.
Well, he said it was the same as the
Yeah, it
last
says the
one.
same. So probably 3%, but it's not on there from this year to.
Yeah. Service technician went up from 125 to 150. Backhoe went up from 150 to 185. Dump truck from 125 to 150. Service technician under the overtime rates went from 175 to 200.
So it's about $25 to $30. a lot,
Additional
right?
road bores went up. Now that's the same. Rock removal, backhoe mounted, went from 200 to 230 an hour. That's the same, and that's the same.
Okay.
So, I mean,
We're looking about 25, $30 more. Well, it sounds to me. Whatever.
So what I was referring to was just the year-to-year service
it-
from this year, not the,
it's
It was a
it's
3-year
3
contract.
year.
no, I'm just saying from 2025's year service rate to 2026's yearly service rate. I didn't know what the increase
Okay.
in that was.
That's insurance. I was looking. Okay, so here, 3.0. It went from 31,248 a year to 34,620. So about $2,500. And then that was the sewer part, and the water part went up from 18,880 to 29,28. So
About 2,000.
1,500,
I'm gonna know how much?
from 29,28, and it was 18,888.
I tried to figure what it would be with the 3%.
Roughly 10%, I'm gonna say.
That's right around $2,000 on the water and 2,500 or so on the wastewater.
Oh, I didn't have the numbers right.
I was sitting there trying to figure that. I was figuring out the new building, what it would be over the years period.
Around 35.
$2,040 on the water for the year. $3,300 on the sewer. So, I mean, that's not. And it says that it can increase annually at the rate of the consumer or
Price index.
3%, whichever is greater.
I meant to ask him if the sewer plant was easier to take care of now because they put that UV in and they don't have.
Yes, yeah, we've talked about that a couple times, and the amount of money that
The
we were
chemicals,
spending every year on the chemicals, that's gone down. So,
they cover the difference and
I mean, they still have to do the same amount of testing
They
that
still gotta
they've
test,
always
yeah,
had to do, and the same amount of maintenance,
Yeah.
basically.
just not adding chemicals.
Right.
Did we hear anything about the insurance company about the flooding?
We have no flood insurance, so we're not going to hear anything from the insurance
I
company.
thought the government didn't do that.
I've been working with FEMA,
Right.
but that's not the insurance.
We don't have flood insurance
No,
out there by Lattice Street.
we can't have.
Because
It's in a
I told
flood
you
zone.
by Lattice Creek.
Yeah, it's in a flood zone. You can't get flood insurance.
I meant FEMA, I didn't mean.
Yes, I'm working with FEMA.
You haven't heard anything from them.
I got an email from them today. I had some more questions to answer, and I had some papers to sign, and that got done. So
Well, that'll help if we can get some of those repairs done, that we don't have to do them
they're
ourselves.
they're not going to give us a lot of money. There's a lot of the stuff that we couldn't prove was not already damaged before the flood. We don't have pictures. I don't have pictures before the flood. We have pictures after the flood. Well, they want proof that wasn't already damaged, and it was.
To a certain extent, yeah.
But every time it floods, it
Gets into things.
gets a little worse. So, but those things that you can't prove that were
Well, I
related
don't
to
think
the
anybody's
flood,
gonna stand out there in 10
then-
foot of water and take pictures.
then I can't.
I would say before the spring, there ought to be pictures, just.
Well, you probably want to wait till the repairs are made and then take.
Or,
the pictures.
just normally in the spring, right before
but-
the floods
well,
start.
But that happened in March.
Right,
That
well,
storm was
crazy.
the last of March, 1st of April.
Mhm.
So, but I don't have pictures. I was told that there were pictures, and then nobody could provide them to me. So,
You know about that?
no. And anyway,
Well, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to take pictures of all the facilities, right?
I've been out there with them, and they checked everything out. They looked everything over, and basically, I'm thinking the gravel on the driveway is what they're looking at. And
Whoopee.
well, that was over $20,000. So I mean, that's a lot of money for gravel.
Right.
We'll get them to give you 20 grand and we'll do the gravel.
Well,
Mhm.
You're right.
the
Yeah.
gravel's already been done,
Yeah.
but they're not going to give us 20 grand, maybe 5. So it's,
Those poor people, can you imagine how those people are getting done that's had all this damage?
Yes, exactly.
Can you imagine?
We do know.
We're paying for it because our prices went up.
But, I just
Because
figured
mine went up a whole lot.
all of that happened when I first came in. I didn't know what I was doing. So
Can you turn towards the camera and say that now?
I still don't know what I'm doing on a lot of stuff, but I'm muddling through and I'm figuring it out. But, you know,
But
can't-
with you saying that just makes me sick because you know those people, those one people out there by trailer, their whole home. Of course, it probably didn't cost them a lot
Well,
to build it back.
but their homes are a little different. Their homes are
But they're
not
gonna-
standing. They know what year that was purchased in and what the value was of it at that time. We
And hopefully
don't.
they had pictures of the house too. Hopefully
Well-
some of them, have.
Yeah,
They
but
can't
I
show
know, I mean,
Yeah.
when my tree fell in my garage, I know how I got, it was, they only give you so much. Depreciation goes a long, long way.
Well,
And
I get it. But our sewer treatment plant does not compare to somebody's home.
no, that's true. That's true. But I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Until none
about
of us have a sewer. I'm like, oh man, I wish I had a sewer.
Up in the ditch.
Build you a septic.
Hey, that's on camera too. I can put a septic in.
I don't know why all the flags are in my yard. Anybody got a clue? They're up next to my house.
What kind of flags do you
They're
have in your
yellow.
yard?
Those would be phone. I think the phone's yellow.
How long they been there?
Not very long.
There's a card out in the lobby that tells you what color every flag is for.
Were they from before, right before your meter was fixed?
They're,
They're
Yeah.
right there at the corner of the house.
Were they put in there by the time your meter was done?
All right, probably. That's the first time I
That's
noticed
probably
them.
why,
they have to
Because-
do line locates before they can do
because they
any
had
type
to dig
of
it
work.
up.
So
And I don't even have a phone line.
They still have
They
to
still
look
have to
at it.
market. Yeah.
but there's
That's what my
still-
boy does now. He's doing the marketing, so yeah, they got to do it for
There's still
everything, just in case. And if there's nothing, they just come put a big okay that there's nothing in your yard in the color of paint, just to make sure
I
that.
believe there is something out there. But whatever.
but there still could be a phone line to your house even though you
Internet.
don't have a phone.
I don't have internet. I don't have a phone.
You should have had a phone line at one time though.
Yeah, but it's pulled out of the house.
It's
Yeah,
still,
it's
it's
like-
still,
I hit
it with the
it's still in
lawnmower.
the ground though, probably. So they got to mark it in the ground.
I hit it with the lawnmower. And it's laying on the ground out there.
Gave your copies back there too, your papers.
Yeah, I was looking for what I was writing on.
Well, excuse me. Have we got anything else to discuss? Can we call this meeting to adjourn it?
Good for now.
All right. Sayonara.